Let's take the Cruze to the quarter-mile track before it closes down for good. Let's go.
It is track day and it's time to knock the cobwebs off these tires, literally. One of the first things I'm going to do is take these tires to this local tire shop. They'll swap them out for about 35 bucks, get the good rubber on, and then we'll work on weight reduction. I'm going to remove the back seat, everything in the trunk, possibly even the passenger seat over here. But let's get these tires taken care of first. Let's go. Now that we have some new shoes on the car, let's go ahead and reduce some weight by getting rid of the back seat, as well as we get the dog out too. That's at least a good 65 pounds. Out. All right, that's 65 pounds. Now we're gonna remove the back seat, the lower, upper. We'll take all this stuff out, but let's reduce some weight. I got the seats removed from the Cruze, just crossing my T's, dotting my I's, and we're gonna head to the track. Let's go. So we made it to the track. We got text. We are taking out the headlight. We're gonna turn the intake towards where the headlight is at, and we're gonna go make a test hit. We check the gap on the plugs. It's been breaking up a little bit at higher RPM, so we'll see how it does. And we'll play with the spark and all that stuff, and the tuning as well. It's gonna be fun.
This video may seem a little disappointing. I really went out there to just test the car out, see what it would do. It was breaking up even before I took it out to the track. So I was hoping I could get multiple runs in and try and diagnose what the issue is. And what I've concluded is that the car is just misfiring because the spark just isn't hot enough to keep up with the amount of boost that I'm throwing at it, which brings up my wastegate. The cheap Chinese wastegate just is not doing its thing anymore, and it's throwing all the boost at it, so it's going pretty close to 30 pounds. It's one of the issues I had is I've never really tested, never tried to actually launch the car to try and do a burnout, to try and do a proper first gear launch. So that was something I was kind of learning on the fly. I think what I'll do is outside the shop, work on that some more. There is another event coming up in 2 weeks from this past weekend. Well, you'll see this video after the weekend. And then it's TX2K, but the weekend afterwards is the last weekend that they will have the Safe Friday Street Night races where you can take your car. Anybody can show up and race their car. One of the things I forgot to do was turn off traction control. I was actually trying to launch the car at 5,500 RPM off of the launch control or two-step, whatever you want to call it. And because the car bogged, nerves were flying, all this stuff, I forgot to flat foot shift from first to second, and also going down the quarter mile as the car is cutting out, it really just fell on its face right before the 8th mile, maybe somewhere around there. They weren't doing printed time slips, and it wasn't until after the whole thing was over with that I learned that they actually have an app. The next morning I went to try and find it to see what kind of 60-foot times, 8th mile times, what we did basically. They weren't there, so really that night I didn't gain a whole lot from it, aside from the fact that I need to work on burning out, launching in first without it bogging down, practicing my flat foot shifting. I need to sort out my wastegate issue. I'll probably just have to bite the bullet and buy a Turbo Smart or Tile wastegate, because we need to be able to control that boost. I really wanted to go down the track only testing about 15 pounds of boost, and it was throwing all of it. A cameraman. I really could use a cameraman, someone that's willing to film a little more. I didn't capture a whole lot out of the trip, although I kind of had a feeling things would turn out the way it would, and wasn't even sure I was going to post this video, so I definitely need to try and record more. Perhaps find another camera that I can put inside the car. I had Jordan hold my phone, so as I was doing the test run, I wasn't able to record anything in car, nor my reactions as things were kind of happening going down the track. So that's something I'm going to try and work on as well. And I think that about sums it up. Lots more testing to be done. Be sure to stay tuned, comment down below. It's not exactly what I thought my first excursion out to the track would be, and I was hoping to at least get into the 13s, break the Cruze world record, which is like a 13.7. I'm pretty sure we'll blow that out the water, because ultimately we're trying to get this car into the 10s. Just still more work to do. The ignition coil, I'm gonna work on that as well this coming week, and I'll keep you guys updated. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next... No, we can't do it that way.
And peace out with your peace out.